Hey, how's it going, everyone? Playing some Rocket League here on the Xbox. Just messing around, gonna play a little bit. Probably gonna do a quick warm-up game, and then probably jump into some good old competitive and see where we can't fall on here. I don't know when the latest reset was on this thing, but it'd be kind of fun just to mess around, play a little bit. I'm gonna be playing by myself. I don't have a full squad for this or anything, so we're just gonna be playing and just having some fun. Should be a good time. Hopefully the internet will be able to hold up and the ping won't go crazy while we're doing this. A little bit of background on my Rocket League history. Whenever this game came out, I was super excited because it came out on PC first, and then they announced it was going to come to consoles a little bit after. And I didn't have a PC at the time, or not one that could play any sort of modern game, so I said to myself, well, that's going to be really good for console because it's going to be cheap. Hey, see, there you go. Starting off with an assist. Killing it already. Well, okay, I got a little help from that guy on the setup, but a good start. Can't be too upset. Still have a bot though. I can be a little upset about that. But I didn't even realize we started this game down by a goal. That's kind of unfortunate as well. Ooh, snapped it out of the air. Yeah. Not on goal. Don't worry. Start to worry a little bit. Never mind. Take away the worry. Begin worrying again. Okay. Don't you hit me! Okay, get it past that guy. Didn't really get it past that guy. Tusk is gone, boys. Let's go. Oh no! Teammate, please. Ratman! Good save! Is that going along the wall there? But anyway, like I was saying, I played a lot of this when the game came out, like a lot of it. And it was early enough that not a ton of people were playing on Xbox yet. So whenever they introduced competitive, and I don't remember if competitive was immediately available or not, but I was able to get into the top 100, actually the top 50, I believe, on competitive. But now I'm like not even top like 20,000 guaranteed. But it was still a lot of fun for a brief moment to actually be good at a game competitively, or at least compared to the number of people that were playing. Didn't mean to kill you there, my friend. Not a good play there. You may move this up along the wall. Ooh, that's a strong hit. Oh, good knockout. I don't know if I had the angle, but it sure felt nice on the way up. Moving this thing along pretty nicely. But whenever I got into the top, whatever I ended up getting to, I immediately went on like an 11-game losing streak and just completely invalidated any chance I had of actually being good. And I immediately... How's that not a save, first of all? Don't you hit that. Finish this! Nice shot. Good job, ISO. Putting in the work there at the end. That's a good shot. Under pressure. under 10 seconds to play. Game's not over yet, though. We gotta still keep our wits about us. That's an important clear. And unfortunately, trying to keep the ball in the air proved to be a problem. So our team never touched the ball. Part of me wants to say that was intentional, but I feel like he just wanted to keep the ball in the air. GG's all around. I didn't play great, but it was my first game in a few weeks, or at least a week. So we got a good warm-up in. First of all, before we come in here, I feel like it's important that we get us a random roll here. See what we get. Well, it's okay. I love the hat. I'll give you that. The hat's delightful. You know what? I can rock this. Let's do some competitive over here. Oh, I'm unranked. This is perfect. I ranked recently actually with some friends, but apparently they've already reset it again. So this will be kind of a fun way to get our rank. Play a little bit, see what we come up with. See if any sort of ranking comes out of this. The ranking system used to work differently whenever I used to be, or whenever I felt like I was decent. I don't know how they do the system now compared to then, but I remember I was a rank that at the time was Challenger. I do not know if Challenger is still a rank that exists, but I remember I got up to like 50 whatever or 40 whatever I got to, and just instantaneously the game sent me back to the reality I belonged in, which was not top 40 it turned out. Come on, double. That's not good. That's a good little kill of the ball though. It's a good little kill. Pinch that along. Didn't quite pinch the way I wanted. That's a clear. Keep it down deep so I can try to get some boost. I actually picked up boost at the end of that. Alright, thank you, sir. Do that, please. Thank you. Get over his head. Ah, I didn't get over his head. Come on, you got this, buddy. Oh, tough shot, tough shot. Try to keep it going. Good work staying close to the ball. That was a good pass, but they didn't let it set up. Smart play. Good pass. That was a great setup. That was an excellent hit off the wall. None of them could get to it first. I just had to place the shot. Feels good. A little bit of salt coming from the other team already. A little early for that, I feel like. I feel like his team did an okay job of staying with the ball. That was just an excellent pass there. I mean, with some strong rotation work, maybe that was very doable. But my assumption is that this is a random assortment of teammates. Alright. Feel like I got a little bit of help there with Lady Luck. This was not a shot. Ooh, man. That was an incredibly... You know, they're going to be over here bashing their teammates over that. But that kind of play happens all the time. I make that play all the time, I'll tell you that. And that's just the... I want to hit the ball, and ball does not go where you want ball to go. Thus, bad things happen. Just gonna slow play a little here. Not good there. Do we have no one on goal? Where's our third player? Are we all three along that wall? I don't know why our third man is that deep. I guess he expected a play to go down the field. Let's see. That could have turned into a scary shot. I would not have had a good position on that if he shoots that on goal. He can still reshoot this ball, but he was going back for defense. Probably a wise play. Smart hit there. I should have had a good shot on that. I also should definitely come into this. That was my fault completely. If that had scored there, that's just the lack of aggression on the defense. So. Could fly up for that, but it leaves us exposed if I do that. So I'm going to fall back. It's probably not going to be a good hit anyway. That, however, is a good hit. But again, we have so many people up right now that I can't afford to be aggressive. I'm going to snipe the boost from the attackers here just so that... Oh, no! Just so that they can't score, but it turns out... not correct. Turns out that is not what happened. Alright, so we had a 2-0 lead, kind of disappeared immediately. I think we can bring it back a little bit here. Not with plays like that, we can. That is actually an excellent play. Good save, though. So good job putting the body in front of the ball there. Predictive defense. Something a lot of players don't pick up until they've played a lot of hours is the predictive hitting. Play enough and you can kind of gauge how they're going to hit the ball. It helps a lot for placement on defense. It helps a lot for setting up plays later. Know they're going to beat you to the ball, then you can still at least hit it after they do. And most of the time, if you do that, you're going to end up sending the ball the way you want it to go. That was a completely miss on my part there. Good work by teammates, kept getting that set back up. Point game, it's going okay, but they have kind of turned this one around a lot. That is a really bad. We got extremely lucky that doesn't score right there. Now the predictive hitting thing, you don't want that to happen against your own teammates. You don't ever want to hit a ball that your teammate has just hit. Because likely they had a plan for that ball, or you had a plan for that ball. That's a nice shot there. And that's huge again, just like that practice run that we did. It's important to get this score late in the game because it's demoralizing. It's going to cause them to panic a little bit, which in a lot of scenarios will set you up to score a clinching goal. But I'm going to take this as an opportunity to play a little bit of defense here. Send that ball as far as you can. It didn't get far. And if it bounces right, that's going to end it. GG's. First ranked game of the day. First ranked game of this cycle. Larry over here is going to get that MVP over me. Good work by him. Their team is ranked. Now, I don't know the rankings, but those three have a decent ranking. I think that's about the ranking I had in the last cycle, but I don't remember what it actually stands for, so we're going to go ahead and find us another match. Also, chat, I do see you there, and I see that both of you, or at least one of you, I've played this game with. Now, I'm not going to throw out any insults, so I'm just going to stop right there. The other one of you, Mr. White Fly down there. You won't even get the game because he knows what'll happen. Shake and Bake, I at least have respect for you because you've played the game. You know how it goes. Speaking of this car that I'm driving here, I'll get myself another random reroll here. What do you think of this one? I don't have time to change it, so I hope you like it. Lost in Sauce. Well, I hope this boy gets in here. Time to work. You guys work at that place? I don't know about that. Match, get lost in sauce. What are you doing? I'm over here trying to get a rank. You're gonna be over here disrespecting me, getting lost in the search, not even the sauce. Before one can truly be lost, they must have something they wish to find. And sauce found loneliness on this day. Goodbye, my fellows in chat. Until the next time. In a second match here, let's see if we can't maybe get all 6 people to play. How's that sound? All 6 people? We've done it. Well, appears to be a PC player on our team. I'm not going to throw any shade at PC players, but I hope he's using a controller. For all of our sakes. Admittedly, that's one of my weaker suits there, is the flying straight up and hitting the ball. Now, I've played enough of the game that I'm pretty well adjusted at normal flight. Well, okay, don't look at that play and think about what I said there at the same time. But I've played quite a bit of the game. I've done a little bit of flying in my day, a little bit of distance covered in the air. That one there, you just gotta put your body in front of the ball. If he hits that just right, that's gonna set up nicely. That's a huge hit off the wall by our teammate right there, though. Actually, that was a good pass by our teammate, but he's got what I would call the me disease, where he likes to follow his own setup. So I can't criticize him for it. I would do the same thing. But see, the thing is here, the thing that this team is guilty of is that they want to be the one that hits the ball at all time now. I had the best position to hit that ball, and both of them went for the ball. And because one of them made contact for it, it put all of us out of position. And there's nothing that'll get you scored on faster in competitive in Rocket League than being out of position. And we were very much out of position on that one, so that was the whole factor behind that goal. We're still very much in this game. I've seen my teammates here doing some good work, so. But not if I can't make a save like that. That one's on me. What a save. Yeah, I'll give it to you. You popped the ball over my head, so it was a good play. That was a great pass, too. That was a good setup. I deserve the what a saves. I deserve it. I get it. I get it. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm also the highest scoring guy on our team right now. So, on one hand, I deserve the what a saves, but on the other hand, I mean, you're not necessarily killing it right now, teammates. Particularly in the rotational aspect. See, like, there it was again. Like, I'm closest to the ball, but both of them are going for it, so it makes it a little bit tough. not a smart play on my part there. If I can cherry pick that, then maybe that's a good play because it's going to get a lot of momentum on the ball. That's actually a good sacrifice right there. He did a good job there getting in front of the ball, predictive hitting. He knew I was probably going to hit it first, but all he had to do is position himself so that basically he was in place to not let the ball sneak past him. If he just gets a little bit ahead of the ball right there, there's no way I'm going to score on that. Down 2-0 with 2 minutes to play. Not over yet. This team isn't a terrible team. You know, in a perfect world, I'd put a better angle on that, but slightly botched on their part. Probably should have been a goal. They had a moment there kind of similar to what we had where multiple of them went for the same kind of ball. Not strong defensive plays on us right there. Definitely a game that you want to get back. But you know, these are going to happen. It's only the 3rd game today. No one on the team playing a particularly strong game. Another thing you're going to run into a little bit. I don't know if it's better or worse on consoles. You're going to run into some toxicity. Key is just not to let it get to you. I understand that they're just being trolls. The fact that one of their guys wasn't playing there, I do like the fact that Viper called out our man there, being the most vocal, and yet contributing the least to our efforts here. But at the same time, that's a good save right there, because a goal right there, still got it. But a goal right there keeps us in this game because 40 seconds is still a long time. So the fact that they made the mistake of, oh well, we're gonna type to you, you know, because you guys clearly aren't that good. We don't really have to worry about getting scored on. That's the kind of thing that's going to get you into some trouble now. But I'm not sure we're going to be made to capitalize on it because I wouldn't say we have the greatest team chemistry here. I wouldn't expect any plays to be set up is basically where I'm coming at this from. You know, and again, that's our guys going for the same play. And you're gonna run into this. Not a single GG from anyone else in this game. So, you know, tension's a little high there. Got a few unranked. But I mean, it's respecting our game right now. It's putting us against people that are around or slightly higher than we were the season before. Which makes sense to me. We'll get the highlights. I'll try to remember to put these highlights up on the screen as much as I can. Not necessarily used to streaming this game. But I think the key to this game, the key to playing a lot of it in one sitting is to not get frustrated by a bad game. Now, that's going to happen in every competitive game, and trust me when I say this, it's happened to me in every competitive game. I've been known particularly in the past, to be a man that did not take losing in a competitive game very well, particularly in a game where I felt that I could have done better or that it was my fault, and I didn't want to admit it. I think both of our teammates are playing up right now. I don't see him by the goal, so I'm going to rotate back a little bit. Make sure nothing clears out too deep. You know, and that's a start I can respect, but you can't let the good start get into your head. And that goes for the leading team and the losing team. Got the lucky 4-4-4 left to go in the game, though, so if there's one thing I can say, it's that I should have rotated on defense better there, and that is my mistake. But we weren't punished for it. Sacrificed the body there on a pinch. I'm gonna collect boost a little. I'm sorry if you needed that, teammate. Okay, now I'm gonna try to recollect. Hit it downfield a little. I don't have enough boost for that. I should have gone for that. That's a solid hit, though. Give us some time to recover in the backfield. Admittedly, shouldn't need that time. Shouldn't need it. That is an excellent pop-up. Luckily, we're not made to be punished by it. But that was actually a great play there. So he couldn't get the shot he wanted. But what he did was that one there, I think our teammate might have actually hit him into that one, so I can't blame him. Let's see again. Kind of. I think more he was trying to pop it up. He knew a teammate was close, so he said, I just need to get contact on this ball. It's a very understandable play. Just get contact on the ball somehow. Because you're never going to get what you want if you don't go for the ball. You have to go for it if you ever want it to get down the field. Sure, you're going to miss a ball here and there. Or if you're me, you're going to... Well, okay. Just like that right there. That's a good shot to the perfect location that it couldn't be defended properly. That's a huge play. 3 goals in the first 2 minutes. Again, the fact that we scored them so quickly, you know, I'm a little skeptical. If we go up 3-0, with a few seconds to play, or under, I'd say under even like a minute and a half to play, you get to that point, 3 goals is real tough. We still have over half of this game left. And see, I messed up that shot there. That should have been, if not a goal, a very good shot and a tough save. A strategy that you want to be able to employ is to essentially siphon their boost. Now, it's easier said than done in some scenarios. That probably didn't have business being a goal. But my intent was to pop it up and maybe get a shot out of it in terms of setting up a shot for myself or someone else, but I think we got a little bit lucky there that they weren't really in a good position to make that save. It's the ball like that. Those are maybe the toughest ones because you have too much time. You have too much time to think about it. If you have that much time to think, you're like, okay, what can I do on this to make this the perfect shot? It's not about the perfect shot. It's just about getting a hit on the ball. If you know you can stop a goal from happening, you shouldn't be looking at, oh, I can get a goal if I advance this the right way. Maybe you should if you're an extreme high-level player, which obviously if you're watching this, you see I'm not an extreme high-level player. It's not a game of chess in that situation. In that situation, clear it from a save. You hope a teammate is there to pick up if you make a bad save. If they're not, you know, you gave an effort, you saved the initial shot. How am I feeling about this game? 4-0 now with a minute and a half. I'm feeling pretty good. The panic is beginning to set in on their side. They're beginning to try a little more than... Ooh, man. They've gotten lucky a few more goals weren't scored here. And I got lucky there. I slow played it for the perfect angle on that. They could have very easily come in and hit that, but I was able to place it pretty much perfectly on that particular play. So this game, you know, after the last game, like I said, you can't let the game frustrate you, because you're gonna have a bad time if you let it frustrate you. He came in there trying to cut me off because he knew I was gonna get to it first. His idea was cut me off and try to keep the ball going the right way. But I just had too much forward momentum on him for him to be able to actually stop the flow of the ball. Okay. I touched it so long ago that I wasn't even involved in this replay. I had nothing to do with that replay, and yet I got the goal out of that because I was the last orange man that touched the ball. I wouldn't feel too bad if they got a goal out of this. I don't know if the ranking system takes into account blowouts or not. I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know if we're talking like a college football kind of system here where it's just about the glamour points. I'm not sure if that's how this game does it. They might look at quality of win over, you know, the fact that you blow someone out. It might be like, oh, you played a team of 3 challengers. I don't know the ranks anymore, like I said. If you beat a team of 3 challengers 2-1, we're going to value that over a 6-0 victory over 3 recruits or unranked. GG's, of course. Got a crate. Don't have any keys. Maybe if I play this a little more, I might, you know, get myself some keys. You know, have a little fun, open some boxes. For now, I'm having a good time just playing the game. So we're 2-1 right now in our 3 matches. Obviously, I keep forgetting to find matches as well, and I keep forgetting to put up highlights. You know, this isn't a game like. They say you should learn from your losses. I think you can learn from your wins as well. But I understand the idea. Like, they're probably not feeling too good about a 6-0. They're probably not saying, oh, we can learn a lot from this. And we're not looking at like, oh, we won 6-0, but here's what we could have done better. I might be saying that. But the fact that I'm going in with a random team every time, it's kind of a game of chance whether or not you're going to get the people that are going to facilitate your style of play. Wow! The fact that he even hit that ball is honestly fairly impressive. Going on the follow here. No! I needed that boost, my dearest opponent. After his last play, I didn't expect that to be how he came at it. We're going to let that roll on by, and we're going to try to clear. That's a good pinch. I don't know if it's got the angle. Not the strongest level. Can't dispute this. I don't know if these guys are playing together or not, but that looked like a clear effort to clear it back to essentially the goalie to pass it down deep. That's not a play that you're going to see. Wow, I didn't expect that to be a shot, actually. Like, I wanted to hit it like that, but I didn't expect myself to get the angle on a shot right there. I also did not expect him to miss that save. Looking at that replay, they had positioning on that. That probably should not have been a goal, particularly in a competitive set. Ooh, man. We got a pretty fortunate bounce that it's just kind of going to advance into their scene. Would have been nice to get a shot there because I don't think they had good boost allocation. That might be a shot. It's not going to quite be a shot unless he does that. Wow. What an excellent redirect there. Let's see this in the air. I want to know if that was going to be on goal anyway. I don't think that it was. Like, he had to hit that ball right there for that to go in. So, honestly, props on that. That is an excellent shot. Both going to be going up here. Okay, I was very nervous about the location of our third man there. Extremely hard hit on that setup there. Now, I don't know who the top dogs of Rocket League are these days. I don't know if Chronovi is even still a thing. But back in my day, that's a Chronovi play right there. That play off the wall that he made. Wasn't any of that fancy off the wall play. It wasn't even invented yet. Back in my day, we barely knew what an aerial was. Oh no! You know, I feel like I got a little lucky with some of the goals so far. Like, that is not... That's not how that goes. That's just not how that goes in competitive. You know, you always feel like, oh, maybe my teammate would have made that play. Never an opponent's going to make that play. All three of them bunched up right there, which had potential to be very bad. But somehow turned into a fast break score there. Our rotations, I think, are what's killing us right now. I don't think we're doing a good job of rotating, and it's okay on the offensive side of the ball. You know, you have an extra attacker. It's like having a permanent pulled goalie in, say, like hockey or even in soccer, which this is the closest analog to, which I should have just said that from the start. But the fact of the matter is that having three attackers is all well and good, but only on one side of the ball. And I just absolutely was not prepared to take that play at all. Luckily, they weren't prepared on the other end either. I make up for it a little bit there with that shot, so I'm happy. He set up the easy shot for me there. I just had to make sure I lined it up well enough. Strange idea on that play, I would say. In hindsight, I should have done a front flip there probably to get more speed on that. I instead went for the aim, and the aim was not what we needed on that play, unfortunately. And, you know, again, that's just an example of being fearful of what's going to happen after you play the defense there. He hits it in again right there, and that's a symptom of being scared of the ball hitting the ground again. Two extremely lucky goals. Like, I have 4 goals, and I would attribute 2 of them to almost complete luck. I mean, that's how it's going to go that way sometimes in Rocket League. It's going to go that way sometimes in any game. But, I mean, you see a shot like that come in, and you say to yourself, how are you winning this game right now? Like, that was a great pass to a great shot. And that's the same player that just 20 seconds ago scored an own goal. And I could be mistaken, but I think that's the same player that several minutes ago missed an easy clear and allowed another one of my goals to go in. I think both of my accidental goals both of my extremely lucky goals have been because of lapses by him. And then you see him come out here and keep him in the game with an excellent, excellent shot on goal. The goal there ices it, obviously. Very good game, very close match. You know, we got kind of fortunate to get 2 of the goals that we got. But you never know how a game's going to go if the momentum is on one side or the other. It could flip any number of directions. So 3-1 now. 3-1. How long? I don't know how long I'm going to stream here. I would like to stream long enough to get ranked, just to see where we fall and maybe come back at some point, see if we can't maintain or even climb a little bit. Because whenever I first started playing this game, I played, I don't know how many hours. We can look at stats after we're done playing, but I put a lot of hours in early. And if you could look at a graph, you would see what I mean. Like, probably about half of my playtime came in the first few months of this game being out. And I still play it, you know, fairly regularly, I would say. But I'll tell you, like, one thing I've never done in this game, I've never done solo queues. Now, I know doing solos would probably build a different area of your game. You know, it would build your ability to go one-on-one and try to do ball moves. It would probably improve your ground play quite a bit. You're probably not going to be going for nearly as many aerials in a solo game, because if you miss the ball, that's it. If you miss an aerial in a solo game, you don't have a teammate to come in and back you up. I went a little radio silent here at the start of this. Extremely high pressure start to the game. I have no way of knowing whether or not that was intentional, so I'm not gonna throw any shade. That was an excellent theory that I don't know if it was intentional. But the idea there being to pop it up to the other side of the field and allow your teammate to get an open aerial and unguarded aerial. Now, so far, if there's a team that I've been legitimately scared of, this team I'm a little scared of. Because I've seen at least 2 instances of what looked like a direct pass rather than a direct shot. Now, that one's going to look intentional. Was not. Good positional play there. If I can pop that ball up, it's probably a goal just because of not having enough reaction time. Hurts not having boost right here. Can't help with this play, but it's not needed. Excellent shot. Despite having decent numbers in a couple of our wins, I feel as though I've had pretty decent teammates, you know, except for the one loss that we had. I feel like we've had pretty good teammates. He positioned perfectly there. I should have just went for something different right there. Positioned himself really well there again. Don't have a lot of boost here to try to make a play. I had more than I thought, actually. I'm gonna be quiet about that one. I feel like I definitely ruined something there, but I'm gonna be quiet. Because again, you can't get frustrated because that's the second time I've made what I would call a missed goal, a missed easy goal, and I come down and I make a much harder goal in the next possession. So I think it's extremely important, and I've said it like 4 times now, but do not get frustrated. Do not look at chat. You know what I mean by chat is the in-game chat. Do not look at it. Because I'm looking at you there, chat. How you doing, Kidji? Oh, man. 2-0 here. That's a good little pop. They should score here for sure. Yeah, they deserved a goal there. Not the best defense. Oh, they're pretty good, Kidji. Just playing some Rocket League. Trying to get a little bit of my ranking back here. I talked about it a little bit earlier, but I played most of my playtime when the game came out. And I got into like the top 50 on Xbox in threes, in solo queue threes. And like immediately upon doing so, lost somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 games in a row, probably. And immediately lost all hope. Stopped playing for a little while. That is an excellent shot right there, though. What a good play. Those hits are probably the hardest ones to make. Is the off-the-wall flights. That is the one area that I always and still am bad at. I would consider myself bad at that aspect of the game. I don't know if that was gonna be a goal anyway. Okay, it was going to be a goal. So I'm not going to knock myself for the effort there. I tried there to make a predictive hit, and it didn't work. But you know what? We still find ourselves up a goal. And that's, you know, a defensive lapse on my part. But he had my back there. Ball that way, give us a chance to regroup a bit for the defensive efforts. I'm gonna try to let this thing go a little bit. You know, teammate came in and at least put a hit on the ball, which is big. That's kind of a set for an aerial there. And again, we find ourselves in a close game down to the very wire. Wow! That is an extreme GG. That is an extreme GG right there. Kidji said air dribble. Admittedly, not a strong area of mine. Dribbling is not something I am very strong at in this game. I'm not strong in a lot of areas. I think a key to at least me being where I am now is, well, a lot of playtime in the game. But and of course the thing I've said 110 times, the not getting frustrated thing, which, you know, do as I say, not as I do. If you've seen me play this game before, you would know that's not a philosophy I have followed. I've gotten pretty upset at this game before. But there's something about either playing in a group or talking with people while you're doing it that I think kills a lot of that frustration. You know, you're by yourself, you're inside your own head the whole time, and anything that happens, you just immediately become frustrated. You're like, oh, well, you know, I've had this whole time just think to myself, like, I need to make this play, I need to do this, I need to do that. Then you don't do it, and you're like, oh, well, now the only thing I'm thinking of is how badly I messed that thing up in particular. Come on, Muzzy! Good play there. You want to, as far as the camera goes, if you play a lot of this game, you're probably noticing that my field of view is a little different than the standard. I like to have a wider area to see the ball. That's actually a really good hit right there. If they're in position to shoot that, then that's a good play. Fortunately, they were not in a position to shoot. This guy could be... and not a strong clear on my part. You know, I think another big part of it is that you get what I like to call mind flooded. You get mind flooded into just not clearing the ball like I'm doing here. I'm not doing a job of moving the ball down the field. See, that's what we needed right there. We needed a clear. And then we just needed something like that. Thank you. Great pass. I shouldn't have said that because that was the enemy that did that. I apologize. I apologize. I did not. I don't know if that was him that actually hit that off of the wall. But I apologize if that came across as bad manners. We pinched it there. Where's our third teammate? So that right there, gonna go down as one I'm gonna blame on rotation. Now I'm not gonna say it wasn't my fault. Maybe I should have been the one rotating there. But the fact of the matter is, that goal shouldn't happen. In competitive, anyway, that shouldn't happen. Now you can see that me and Astro here are hanging back a little bit. And you see what it gets you? What it gets you is those plays. It's the second straight time, actually, that a good rotation has gotten us a goal. He came up from the midfield and he got a good setup while our third teammate was rotating into the backfield. I knew I had time to come up and try to make a shot. The shot came out of it and all was well. If I put anything on that, that's a shot. It didn't bounce the way I wanted, but that could still be a good shot. That's a save. It's still in a dangerous position. And that's a good goal. Kiji, I'll definitely accept your friend request, and at some point we can definitely play, because I actually don't have a ton of people that I play this game with. And especially not people that are, you know, around my level. I usually just play with friends that, you know, I've slowly convinced that this game is a delight and they play it with me. But as of right now, I'm just going to get my my 3v3 ranking out of the way. And maybe like after I'm done streaming or something, or maybe at some, you know, point soon, we can definitely get some games in. That there was a great... You play every day, all day? Well, that's good to know then. It'll be easy to play. That was a cluster right there. All 6 cars in a very close area there. Not something that you see very often, and you especially don't see it turn into a goal very often. I don't have enough boost here to do much. I try to do a little predictive hit there, but I don't know what's going to come of that. Okay, nothing important. Oh, that's scary. Okay, but he got a hit on it. He got a hit on it. I've never been one that got annoyed by getting hit by a teammate. Despite maybe it having contributed to a goal there. Because again, you see here, he hits the ball at about the half line. Not a one of us 3 are on that side of the field. So obviously that's going to be an easy goal. And I saw our teammates' car in there. Basically, all I was hoping for is that he could get a hit on their car to make that a goal. You don't really see that play very often. You don't really see the bully play happening very often, you know? Thank you. I did feel good about that shot. I was a little scared that, again, all three of us are on this side. So if something goes wrong right there, instead of being 5-2, it could be 4-3. They're down a goal with 1.5 minutes, and, you know, they're right back in this thing. I think with the lead that we have now, never mind. I was gonna say a thing about how I should play more defense, and that was still my plan. Hey, I agree there, Muzzy. Dizzy is the right word for it. I don't have enough boost to really be playing this kind of possession game here. If Muzzy stops the play here, which he wasn't able to do, good job of positioning. A good clear there. Every single time we can clear the ball now, it's going to make our lives a lot easier in terms of getting a win here. And that's going to be another clear unless they can immediately push it back. And they can't. An excellent pinch there. I don't know if it was his intention to get a slight pinch out of me there, but he did a good job. Still half a minute to go here. If they get a quick goal, anything is possible. So we have to make sure they don't get a quick goal. Just keep the ball, you know, kind of slow play it a little bit. Any sort of offense we can get is going to be big. I don't know if that was going to be a shot on goal, and our teammate might have had a chance to get to that. So this game's going to be another win. What does that put us at now? 4-1 so far? I believe 4-1. 6 matches played. I don't know if that makes it 5-1 or if it's 4-2. I don't remember losing another game. But it's possible. It's possible. Let's see what. Again, I don't know what the rankings mean. It's been too long. I don't remember if the rank they are. And I'm just noticing now that they were a stack. So it's pretty nice that we were able to get good enough coordination to be able to beat a team. Like an actual team that's probably communicating. Because I think going to the next level, in this game in particular, it's important to have that communication, which obviously I don't have that. You know, I'm just kind of banking on their knowledge of the game, their knowledge of positioning. And I'm just hoping that it kind of works out, and I'm not feeling too good about this match actually happening. Wow, 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 no, 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 wow, wow. Yeah, I understand this. Not enough players. I don't know what causes that in this game. But I've noticed a lot of times it's usually an extra for one team or the other. It just doesn't take them in sometimes. Like, I've had several times where I've played with friends or something. You join their lobby and you can't see their car. And what I've gotten into the habit of doing is saying, hey, is it searching right now? Like, are you guys searching for a match? Because if you can't see that, and like how right now in the top right corner it's got like that search thing, if you can't see that, then they're going to get in a match and it's going to be like, oh, well, you still have a reserved spot, so you have to scramble and try to join. It's a bizarre system. But one thing I can say for this game is that it's pretty reliable. Like, there's not a whole lot of, like glitching or anything that happens. Like, you don't see cars going through walls and stuff like that. You never really saw it, like, ever. There was a few examples of it when the game first came out, but really, nothing too bad. The game's been pretty high functioning from what I can gather. That's a good play. Oh, okay. That is what I would call an intentional demo. And I mean, I guess I can't be too mad because it resulted in a goal. And an extremely easy goal. You know, I can be a little upset on the one hand, yeah, he blew me up. It didn't really come down to skill there. It just came down to him running into me really quickly and then me being dead. So, you know, if you're in it for purely skill plays, then that wasn't it. I'm not going to hit that in case of a rotation. I could have tried for a strange shot right there. I gotta say, I don't have a whole lot of respect for this guy's style of play. Just being a bruiser, I don't have a lot of respect for that style of play. And you usually see play like that come out. I don't have any boost here, so I hope our teammate can do something. I continue to not have any boost. And this is one of those games where that philosophy has to come into play. Like, don't let it frustrate you. You can't. You can't, because if you do, you're going to change the way you play. And, you know, it's good to see that he's not one-dimensional. Like, that's not what I would call a hard shot to make. But it's not a gimme either. So, and I mean, he's put up both of their goals. He's done a lot of good things for their team right now. So, you know, despite the fact that I don't have a whole lot of respect for the demo game, he has a strong all-around game, too. And I didn't even realize how ironic it is that the man that is named Demolition is not the one demoing, and it has, in fact, been demoed. That's actually a very high skill play. You look at that and you say, oh, all he did was clear the ball. It's not that hard. He cleared the ball off of, like, essentially a weird angle. That's a pretty hard angle to make a hit from, because it's hard to get your camera to make sense right there. Now, if you played a lot of the game, you probably know what I'm talking about, but I'm not necessarily phrasing it the best way that you can. I'm not a huge fan of that one. Please go. No. I think we're going to run into a problem here because they're playing pretty good rotation ball right now. They're doing a good job of staying ahead of us, essentially, like not letting us get an uncontested play down the field, not letting us transition and get good off-the-wall plays. What they're doing is they have kind of a man behind enemy lines, if you will, that waits for a wow. That was a nice block there. With the skill plays I've seen this guy make, I'm going to lean on the side if he intended to body block me and set that up. And that's very high skill. And the fact that that guy was pursuing me right there changed how I played the game. I have no idea if these guys are like in a group or anything, but they're playing in a way that complements the bruiser style that their leader's playing with. You don't really see the bruiser mentality extremely often in the competitive area. But when you do see it, a lot of times it kind of catches you off guard. Or even if not that, it throws you off of your game for sure, because you're not playing like the finesse style that is typically associated with Rocket League, and like the accuracy and the aerial flight paths and all of that. You know, clearly their guy up there, Rome, he's incorporated the style into the Bruiser game. So that they played an excellent game there. They complemented each other's style really well there. And like I said, I have no way of knowing if they're playing together. But they did an excellent job. I mean, they held us to below 200. Like, not a one of us scored over 200 points there. So I think that they did a good job of keeping the ball off of our car. We had some plays that in some of those other games I've played probably would have been goals, but they weren't. They were in position. So let's see, what do we have here? We've got 2 PC players, 4 Xbox players. I believe you can still tell based on the pictures which is which. This is a good time for me to get just a few of these boosts, play a little bit of defense, just pick up the little chiclets. I was able to hit it with him there and not have it go completely where he wanted, but it went much less where I wanted. So in the end, he still wins that play. The thing that's scaring me so far is if they have a sniper in the middle there, that could turn into a shot. If I can hit that ball harder, that actually turns into a shot, which, you know, isn't something that you would expect from that area of the field with the side of your car. That's, you know, that's a good shot. I have a lot of respect for that shot. But the thing is that if you're in any kind of position, that's not a hard save. They weren't punished there for a bad miss on defense because they had help. And, you know, that's not a shot that I take there, but it keeps the ball moving and it keeps them from sending it down. That's an excellent save there because I don't think I have the speed to follow up on that. We're about halfway into this game, and it's been a really good one, actually. Extremely competitive. I don't know if these last few games have been a symptom of winning, or if they've just been a symptom of lady luck. Not my intention to kill there. I think that's probably made clear by the fact that I hit the ball 0.1 seconds later. But a lot of people don't see it that way. You see, I want to be aggressive right there, but I don't want to leave us exposed for a defensive play there. If I go for that ball, I mean, that's my ball. That's what the aggression will get you. Like, if you miss like that, it opens you up for an easy goal. And that was the situation I was trying to avoid with the over-aggression seconds ago. And And again, I make a mistake and I come back because I'm not rattled. I come back and I make up for it. Like even he said here in the chat, redeemed. Like, if you, it doesn't help. Basically is what I'm gonna say. It doesn't help to scold your teammates. That doesn't help at all because they aren't gonna react to it the way that you want them to. Like, that's a nice shot there. They're not gonna be like, oh, this guy yelled at me, I'm gonna play better now. No, you're gonna be like, oh, this guy yelled at me, I hate that guy. I try not to do that, at least in competitive, because it change how you play and it's not gonna be good. If you're doing, and yes, not. That probably seals the game with the way that we're playing right now, and that's fine. You know, you're gonna lose some games like this, but you watch it happen. You watch the bad plays happen, and you know in your heart, in your mind, you know you are going to make, you know that you have made that same mistake or even worse 100 times. There's no reason to scold a teammate for a mistake that you've probably made even more than them. If he gets a clear here, we have the numbers. But, and you know, I've said it 1,000 times, but it's positioning. You know, they don't want to play, so sure, I'll accept the forfeit here. We're probably not going to win that game, especially not if our teammates are demoralized. But you're going to have games like that, and if you sit there and you're like, oh well, you know, this sucks, I hate this, then you're probably going to have a whole lot more games like that, and it sucks. But you go down kind of like a slope of like, oh well, I'm mad. So now I'm going to get more mad. Because me being mad makes me play differently, which usually means worse, which usually leads to more losses, which leads to more mad. It's a cycle that gaming tends to bring out. And it's brought out of me a million times. You stay cool, stay calm, stay collected. I got the same two teammates again. I think we're playing a different team though. I don't think this guy is the talkative guy on our team. I don't think that he's toxic. I just think he talks a little more than he should. Is the thing. We need to clear something fierce here. We continue to need it. Well, you know, I'm not going to be the guy. If that had been abrasive, the temptation would have been even greater. But I'm not going to be the guy to call him out for a play maybe worse than the one I made. But at the same time, that's one of those where they're probably having that moment of like, well, now I can't be too mad at that guy for that perceived misplay. And you know, even that one. And you know, again, they come after me after making a worse play. Like, they make a worse play and they come after me, and this is one of those times where frustration's gonna happen. And you just gotta be like, you can't let it. You gotta come down here and you gotta make the same plays that you would have made before. You know, that's a good shot. He made a good shot there. You know, he drove in a straight line, and I mean it worked out. So that's good. That's not good though. We didn't get punished for it. You know, usually you would say a straight-on shot from there is pretty easy to defend. But when nobody has boost, it's not. It suddenly becomes a numbers game that is quite stressful. So now you're like, here I am in gold, and I have no boost. They could turn that into a shot pretty easily, I would say. One of them should finish that. Nice shot. I could have went for the shot there, but the fact that I was directly under the ball, it makes that a little bit tougher of a shot. And what my idea there was just to put a little contact on it and stop a defender. But sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. I got my contact on it. That was a good idea there by the teammate to try to come in for the intercept. These guys are pretty good. They're not gonna. Wow! That is an incredible angle, especially after it gave me a save off of that. So what that tells me is that got hit twice right there, probably. Yeah, I hit it basically into him, which is where that great pass comes from. That's a shot. That's a good shot. Nice shot. So, I mean, this game has a lot of momentum swings, I would say. Have I been winning? I think this is my 9th placement match. I think I'm like 6-3, or like, maybe like 5-3 right now. Something like that. The last couple of games have been a little more of a struggle. I think it's done a little better job of matchmaking appropriately. Had a 6-0 victory in like game 4. A lot of easy wins, but then it kind of balanced out a bit, I would say. Mixed with a little bit of me playing worse. Which is one. See, that's a ball right there that I could have popped up. But instead I wanted to maintain our rotation play. That's a setup for us, but I don't think anyone's up. If we don't have some sort of rotation right there, that's another one of those cheeky, easy plays. That actually turned into a shot, which I didn't expect. Wow! Sounds like I need some shake and bake. I like the all caps there. I like the extreme loudness that you put with that. It's very nice. It's very nice. If I might quote Borat, and I might. Yeah, a lot of the games that I have won today have come from these late goals. And this one not as late as some of them. A lot of them have been in the last like 20 seconds will score the go-ahead goal. So this game is still very much in the balance. And I needed to score that. And I will take full responsibility for that failure. This game's over 80% if I make that. That's a big pop-up. That continues to be kind of a strange use of the keeping the ball in the air strategy. A very strange use. But you know what he says right there? He says it ain't over till the fat lady sings. And what he did there was he gave her the warm-up music. That's a win again right there. 9 of 10 played. Just one more to get our rank here. And I think I will have achieved the main goal of this stream, which was to get ranked. So, hopefully, we can end this thing on a W. We can take a look at some stats and whatever, just kind of show you what I mean when I say I've been playing this game for a minute. But you know, I say that now, and there's thousands of people that have played more of this than me now. Like, just whenever you see the numbers of how many games I've played, just pretend as though you're seeing that a year ago, because that's about where it was time-wise. That one did not find any games at all. More streams coming soon. This week, probably. But the unfortunate thing is that I will work during the daytime when most humans are either also working or aren't. But it doesn't matter because I can't stream at that time. But today and tomorrow, though, there might be some streams happening. I don't know if it'll be Rocket League. Also, I'd like to point out this game has great music. Bangers all around. Holy cow, they say. Well, I don't know what that means in this context, but we'll see. Match 10 of 10. Couldn't think of a better field to play the 10th match on. Couldn't think of a better way to end placement. We're in kind of a bad position here. Yep. I had no boost. I had to get boost to defend anything there. You know, maybe if I tried to come back at him there, then maybe I can try to stop the ball. But the thing is, like, they are probably all three ahead of our people because they just blazed by on an offensive play there. Any Anthem? I might try some. I haven't launched the game yet, so it may actually be kind of neat to play Anthem from scratch on stream. The only problem with that is I don't know how well it would go on my internet. I don't even really know how this looks right now. It's probably a little bit choppy, I would assume. Luckily, it's not hurting my ping at all. I don't know if that's a shot, but I sure hope it will. But I think Anthem would be pretty fun to actually try on stream. I'm seeing a lot of myself in these opponents right now, by the way. That is a great play that turned into a good defensive play, so I can't be mad. As much as I want to be mad. I mean, a clear here by Swank, or even a shot. I can't believe that snuck by. Thank you, Swanky. It looked like it had been hit by them on my shot here. Apparently he didn't actually touch it though. Not too bad, that's good. I was kind of scared that it would be super choppy. It was a little choppy on my PC, like pretty bad. I think that just had to do with me having some settings up a little too high. Don't do it. A little bit of dribbles here. I can't really keep up with that one. That's a smart play. I went for a nose hit there. That's an extreme angle that I went for that I frankly don't have the skill to do. But you'll never get there if you don't go for them. Maybe it's not a good time to go for them when you're in a 1-1 game, in a competitive game, but who dares wins, right? I could have went for a cherry pick right there, and probably should have in hindsight there. Could have tried to just nose tap that one. But if I mess it up, something royal, then all of a sudden they have a transition play off of me hitting it back at our teammates. That's a really bad bounce. Luckily the fact that our guy missed it kind of made it hard to guesstimate on a shot. Now we're going to be out of position if they get anything, which they didn't. It's good that it kept going their way, but it's also bad that they were able to snipe our boost. I really wanted better directional contact on that. That was very scary. If our guy doesn't get contact there at all, like I did right there, then that probably results in a goal. He just beat me to that ball. That's an easy shot. Oh, man. Men's play. We're still alive, but I botched it, but he brought it back. The golden man himself. I didn't see which one of you wonderful teammates that was. But my God, it was a glorious play indeed. He's going to pop this if he knows what he's doing. He's going to pop it into a shot. This ball is really hovering here. It's continuing to stay in front of our net. My idea here is not to let them get a clutch one here before regulation ends. And maybe turn it into something transition-wise. Huge play that missed there on the defensive end, even though it was so long before the shot was taken. That was completely the result. At the 90-minute mark now on the stream. Wow! The fact they even got a shot on that is impressive. Would you touch the ground, please? Thank you. GG's. GG's all around. We're going to get to see our rank here. Going to let it slow roll. Let's see what we got. We got Diamond 1. GG, boys. GG. So we're going to back out. We're going to do a little bit of investigating into that ranking system, which I believe is not in extras. It is in, it's in where it should be. That makes sense. League rankings, maybe? Solo standard? Was I just in standard? I was just in standard. Why was I not in solo standard? Anyway, what are the rankings over there? So you got Diamond. I'm Diamond 1. which is actually the highest I've been since. Yeah, they don't have the challenger rank anymore. Maybe they never did, but I want to say that I was a challenger if that ever existed. So Diamond 1, I like that. Greasy, I remember. Maybe I don't. He's either something to do with Overwatch or maybe this. I can't remember. There's a competitive rump. Are you serious? That's kind of hilarious. Anyway, that's that. Take a quick look at the stats. Like I said, played a lot of the game. Almost 3,000 matches. Maybe that'll be the next thing I do, is get to match 3,000 and level 100. That'd be kind of a fun one to do. So it says one, like that, right? Oh, time played in match. Okay, that's more fair. I feel like that number is still low, which is kind of sad to say. But I've had a lot of fun playing this game, so I don't feel too bad about it. So let's see. Looking at all the stats here. 1 turtle goal in my almost 3,000 matches. That's kind of a funny stat. Strangely, I think a turtle goal is more likely to happen when you're just starting the game, because when you're starting the game, you're probably going to be on the top of your car quite a bit because you don't know how to like flip around. You don't know how to control your car. I would say if you don't get your turtle goal out of the way early, it'd be kind of frustrating to get one. That's a lot of shots on goal right there. I'll take it. Over 50% shooting percentage though, if these numbers match up to my goals. See, that tells you I don't play that style of game. I've not once achieved an extermination, which is getting 7 or more demos in a game. I've never gotten that. If you look at that I would average like 1 demolition every about 4 games. And I would say 95% of those are accidental. Oh wow, okay, these are the strange stats from the other game mode. I haven't played a lot of those, so. You know what though? I'm so close. I got my ranking in standard. I'm not saying I'm going to do all 10 matches here. I'm definitely not saying I'm going to do all 10 for solo standard. But I'm going to be honest, that's where I thought I was the whole time. I was queuing solo for regular standard, which I should have realized when I saw clans in there. But you know, sometimes the old brain doesn't really do what it's supposed to do. Oh, of course. We gotta get a new car before we go into this. I like it. I'm a big fan. Got a little monster cat there. We got the Viking helm. Horseshoe charm going. The wheels even match. I don't know what our boost is looking like. Do you have nothing? Oh, I'm looking at my inventory. What do we have equipped on this thing? Rainbow! 8 minutes. 8 minutes I've boosted with this thing. Apparently, it is much harder to find. Well, let's look at the numbers here. We got 2,400 in this playlist, right? Wait, hold on. I have to check something. Let me in! Why are you closed? Alright, well, we found a match. We found a match, so I'm okay with it. So I don't know if it's gonna be. Well, I say we found a match. This still says joining and not reserved. Okay, yeah. Always better odds when it says that. Car is. It's a pink Viking car. I gotta say, I'm kind of a fan. You know what? That's my bad. Should have been rolling on the wall right there. Not whenever our teammates are in the offensive zone. Get in your home. You know, I feel really good about Diamond, though. Particularly in Standard and not Solo Standard. Because the funny thing is I will nearly guarantee you that I will be ranked lower in Solo Standard than I was in Standard. Which you'd think, you know, you're playing against teams and you are not yourself a team. So it makes sense that you would lose a few more of those because they're going to have communication over you. It's not an awful shot right there, but it kind of suffered in the aim department a little bit. And that's a great follow-up right there. That's a nice shot. I really like the fact that our teammates also gave credit where it was due there. I don't think that's going in without his help there, so I'm going to give like a little extra credit here. Giving a little extra credit. He can cherry pick his own hit there. If I'm more aggressive and frankly better at the game, I would go for a shot right there. But I'm not more aggressive and I'm not better at the game. So I did. And instead of us getting a goal, it just resulted in nothing. At least it didn't result in them getting a goal. I can't dispute this. A lot of slow play in the middle of the field here. It's probably good that he was able to hit that with a reaction hit. I like the play down the field there, actually. It's a setup, but it's a tough setup. So yeah, if that results in a shot, then you know you've got a really good team. And it sort of resulted in a shot. And I think being pull shotted there by my teammate was actually a big reason why that was hit. A little bit of a pinch right there. I'm going to try to get back and get our boost back here so at least they can't have it. I like what I'm seeing here because they're kind of relying on us to be smart. They're relying on us to be able to get these plays. And the fact that they're hitting aerials at that height is also a good sign. See, I pulled back there because I want to get back for defense. Shoots that, more power to him, because that's a tough shot. I had to put myself in position to hit the ball out of the air, but he was faster. So you haven't seen a lot of that in this game. A lot of the somebody misses and then it results in another miss. It's actually been a very well played game. And I feel like I've been kind of the outside of that, so I feel like I played pretty well right there. I feel like I've kind of been a big reason why we haven't been scoring in response to their score. I feathered the boost there. I did an okay play. And again, I missed again. Like, I'm inside my own head on those aerials right now. Because we're desperate for a goal right now. We're losing. We need a play. And right now I'm not providing it, but I happen to be the person in position to take the shots. Probably not relevant that he hit that the way I've been shooting. There is a great pass to a great shot. Like I said, if we were to win this game, it's completely thanks to my teammates. I'm not playing a great game right now. I'm playing an okay game and my teammates are carrying me to not victory yet. They're carrying me in the direction that victory is. He can cherry pick that. That was actually excellent. Did we pinch? Nice shot. I don't know if I had anything to do with that, but it felt like a pinch. I had nothing to do with that. I have one save, so I'm not going to completely discount it. But the fact of the matter is, I feel like my teammates are playing good ball right now. And that right there was a pretty high skill play. I prevented him from getting a good advancement. Hit the ground. Good game. That win, completely thanks to my teammates. SD King, I love you. Z17, I love you. 1000%. 1000%. Go ahead and find us another match. I want to show some highlight. Look at the scoreboard one more time here. I did nothing. My teammates did everything. All the credit to my teammates. See, that goal? My fault. That save was decent. I should have just went in the air and stopped it from ever happening. But the fact of the matter is, I did make the save when I had to. And they made the plays that we needed to have to win. You know, both of his shots were ones that I was also in the air for, and I failed to make the shots, and he made them. So you know what? I haven't earned this car. This is more along the lines of what I deserve. This is more along the lines of what I deserve. We're gonna roll with... Alright. What's the problem? Another player can't... Another player? How are you gonna cancel? How are you gonna do that? US West, US East. Fair enough. Fair enough. Like I said though, the music absolutely kills it in this game. Like, it's out of the park. Be nice to get into a match though, so we can see where we stand here. I do want to... Can't for the life of me figure out how to actually get back into the viewing it. Maybe I have to cancel. Yeah, here we go. So, okay. Wait, 1 of 10. Unranked. Oh, season reward. I see. That's something completely different. We did make it to diamond there, though. On complete accident, I might add. On complete accident. I guess I could while we wait. While we wait, I could mess around. I haven't done these in ages. I think the best score I ever got on this, I think I got 9 out of 10 one time. And it wasn't like a pure 9 out of 10, it wasn't like a... It was some garbage like this, where you clearly you've messed up the shot, and then you messed it up again anyway. But I want to blame that on we found a match. That's what I want to blame that on. Nobody's got a match. Finally found a match. Please, everyone, get into the game. Thank you. Everyone's got decent ping. My man Demon down there having a little bit of a spike. Alright, CCP. That's scary? My car sounds very strange also, and it's kind of getting into my head a little bit. The car is very sick, and it needs help. Alright, CC. I respect it. I respect the need to hit the ball right there. I do. Probably they would have beat me to it. So I can't be too... Alright, CC. I respect it. Which is scary. It's scary. Oh, good hit there. Get me away from it. My car makes no noise sometimes. I gotta say, it's really flooding my mind a little bit. It's mind flooding. 1000%. Whoa! Speaking of mind flood, I can't. Oh, whoops. Sorry. What's that? I'm gonna say thanks. But instead, said nice shot to myself. Hope that's not taken the wrong way. Whenever that man drove around the ball like that, never has something confused me more than at that moment. That's actually great. That's a great hit. I need you to hit this one, Bolt. Good job, Bolt. I would have blamed myself. Had that resulted in anything worth noting, I would have blamed myself there. Because I kind of got lost in a trance. CC, we've talked about this. We haven't talked about it ever, because I don't know who you are. But we've talked about it, or I've talked to you virtually about it. That was almost wonderful. But instead, I'm going to hit you with an eh. You know what, CC, you're redeemed. You're redeemed, CC. You're unredeemed because I've been killed. I've been killed, and my feelings, they're hurt. I'm disappointed in you, CC. You let me die, and I feel betrayed. CC! You're redeemed again. CC! Maybe someday, CC, you and I may see eye to eye again. CC, you almost sniped me. You almost sniped me, and I would have been pleased. CC, don't do it! How did this escape? CC? That guy's engine is... I can't decide if it's the best or worst thing I've ever heard. It's my boost and you cannot have it. Please hit that, CC! CC, that's clutch. I probably have to make a save, and I'm going to be scared out of my mind if I have to make it. Dang it. Dang it. Come on, boys. Got a minute to play. A 1-goal lead in what has been a defensive shootout. That's not really a thing that I said there. You know what, CC? You see me coming up? That's a follow if I ever saw it. Good play. CC, I give you credit for a pass there. I haven't been giving you credit. Actually, I have, but I've also probably been unfairly criticizing you. 35 seconds. That's on the game clock. Christopher Paul the fourth on our team. I didn't want to kill that guy there. I want you to know I actively jumped to avoid killing him. CC, that's a big play because if they beat me to that ball, that might be a shot. And I'm already in the air, so... Wow! 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 I said I'm a little upset. A little upset, and I'll tell you why. You got MVP. Not really that upset. But mentally, I'm a little upset. GG's, as always. 2-0. Do I deserve it? Absolutely, sort of. I have played okay in these 2 games. I would say my teammates have been a big part. Yeah, CC, my team, you included, CC, have been a big part of me being 2-0 in solo standard right now. Been a big part of it. And you know what? Thank you. I have to thank you, because you did a good thing there. You gave us the chance that we need to succeed and be free. One thing I will say is that it takes a lot longer to find a solo standard than a standard, which kind of makes sense because you're probably queuing for standard with a team already, which is gonna give you better numbers. What do I do here? I don't do anything because we're gonna finally find a match. We are. I didn't change the car. That's my bad. When I don't feel like I deserve to have the car I have to change it. But I still sort of feel like I deserve this car. Because it's not really that beautiful as it is, so maybe that is what I deserve. Alright, Blizzard. You've been in the news lately, Blizzard, for your policies. But Rocket League, this is your time. You can be redeemed. I'm a big fan of Overwatch. I think you've done good things, Blizzard. That guy's in. That's some defense. That felt like a save, okay? Like, he hadn't hit the ball to where it was gonna terminally go into the net, but it still felt like a save. I'm gonna hit it into the corner, give my team a little time to recover. At least I'm gonna say that's what I did. Hello, teammate. I have bashed you, and I am sorry for my insurrections! No! Oh, no. It was a nice shot. I'll give him credit. But it was lucky. But you know what? I was lucky in a lot of those standard games earlier. I don't have any problem admitting it. I was very lucky in a lot of those games. Good pinch there, actually, on that. It wasn't a conventional pinch. But it was still sort of a pinch, so... That was a good little dribble right there. He got it by... He shouldn't have got it by the second. No longer dribbling it. Wow! Another pinch. See, now I would describe their last goal as luck, and I would describe that one as kind of a bad luck. So I can't fully explain what happened here. I don't know if that was me saving it or if that was him saving it. But either way, the result I will take. Nose tap there by Blizzard, and I think the death animation there kind of did a little. Ooh, what a hit there! Kept me from even trying a shot that likely wouldn't have resulted in anything. The fact of the matter is still that he did it. The one thing I do have respect for I'm not moving too much in the goal right there. Somebody could come in and try to kill me right there. They don't try to kill me. They instead say, we're going to rely on our ability to shoot a good shot. We're not going to rely on the fact that we want you to be dead. And maybe that's from the fact that they are already up a goal. But for the most part, I think demos aren't a huge part of the game at this level. Oh, man. Gotta shoot those on goal. We only have a minute and a half to play here. I've got to come up with something. Put your body in front. Wasn't enough. That guy's injured. That was a very scary moment, and it continues to be very frightening. A good shot. No, 2 goals with a minute is still doable. I'm not going to forfeit on that. There's no way. I'm not going to forfeit on a 2-0 with a minute left. We've had shots on goal, you know. We've had times that the ball should have gone in. This isn't a 2-0 where they're just completely on top of us. This game could have gone either way. To an extent, still could, but every second that ticks off, it's less likely. And particularly if they do something like that. Now the forfeit. I'll tell you what. If the other man throws up that forfeit, I'm in this time. It takes a lot to get me to forfeit. It really does. I don't like to forfeit. I like to play through the games. It's kind of one of those situations where it's like you gotta learn from your mistakes a little bit, you know? You can take that time and you can try to get better. I think that's kind of what we're doing here. I think we're trying. I feel like we put in a good effort. I'm not going to blame the teammates. I'm not going to do that. Because I think it just came down to me being the one in position to get the points. GG's. That's a 3-0 game where I feel pretty good about it. Like, they scored where we didn't. You know, that's just obvious. We lost. We lost 3-0. So, I mean, that's an obvious thing. But one of the first goal, I felt like there was some luck involved. Which I don't want to, like... I don't want to say that had everything to do with it, but a goal like that, it gives momentum. And you know what? They won. They deserve to win. 2-1. Maybe that's my just desserts there. Like my first 2 games were 2-0. I feel like I'm the third wheel of a good team. That game, you know, I try to carry the load and it blows up on me a little bit. That's completely fair. So let's see how we do this one. Try to get back onto our winning ways. That's a good hit. It was pretty clear he was going to hit it from the start, but you always have to have a little shred it out. Ouch. I don't think he meant to kill me there. No, yeah, that's fine. He didn't mean to kill me, and I can't be mad about it, because my death... Maybe that's like a metaphor for solo standards so far, is that my failure results in our success. I was there for a pass, but at the same time, I hate that. Anytime that I see someone doing a wall play like that, it makes me extremely nervous. I'm not at that level where I can just do that. You see, now, I kind of sat there and watched it a little bit, but I figured when you hit that, it's going straight in. Now, I don't think even if I go full bore right there that I'm actually going to be able to save that ball. But I think it looks a little better on the report card. So try. So that's my bad. To be honest, that looks like a goal from my angle. See, now we have a little bit of that. Their teammate is now deciding to call them out, and that's not a smart. Like, obviously, if you look at my last game, I'm not calling out my teammates, and we still lose 3-0. But I don't see the benefit in it in a game like this. I just don't see it. I know I don't play better when I get called out like that. I usually play angry, and playing angry doesn't translate in a game about being precise. That goal hurts. That goal hurts me a little bit. Like, it puts us up 3-1. That was a little demoralizing. Like, there's still beyond enough time for them not only to win, but to still even blow us out. Like, you never know. But that goal's very demoralizing because those are the scariest plays when you're chasing the ball like that. It's probably good for better ways to basically see who's coming behind you. That should be clear, I think. No? Awkward could turn this into something coming down the field. That's kind of interesting. The higher up you get, the more you see the plays where they just kind of kill it. They just kind of, and that was, again, like, that's the area I'm weakest. Is that off the wall, like, defensive zone, like, little checks right there. That I should have been able to angle that better. But, you know, the fact that I kept it in there like that, it created a play. Like, it was still a good play there. I mean, he cleared it there, but he did pretty much all you can do there. You just try to get the ball out, and sometimes it just doesn't work. Quick forfeit. Kind of make up for that last game a little bit. That I scored some points, but hit Zeus in there. He put in the work. He put in the work. We're gonna go to the menu here. While it's searching, I feel like I'm willing to switch because I've earned a new car, not because I deserve the one I have now. All right. I mean, that's pretty glorious. It's hideous, but I also kind of love it. And I feel like we're getting sung to by CeeLo Green himself here. I don't even want to go into some training or anything, because it'll ruin this wonderful music. We're about to find what it looks like. 13,000 MVPs. That's pretty crazy. That engine's very strange for this car, I feel like. team am I on right now? Oh, okay, I'm on orange team. I needed a moment there. Probably shouldn't have went for that. It's, you know, a lower level play. Maybe. And, you know, that's an excellent hit by my teammate there. It probably didn't look like much. He doesn't hit that. That's probably gonna mean they still got a goal. But that goal is gonna probably be an incredibly easy one. And I'm kind of extremely scared at the team play right there. That might even be a turtle goal, by the way. I don't know for sure, but he definitely hit that while he was upside down. That actually could have very easily been another goal right there. I could have went up for that. I really should have gotten boost right there. I messed that up something royal as well. I'm gonna play. We're all playing up the wall, which is not good. Yeah. I think the big problem that we're having right now is we have a similar style, our teammates here, which means we have similar positioning, which is leading to a lot of openings in our defense. Pretty routine save, particularly as you play a little more of the game. Wow. That was a gorgeous flight. Wow. You know, sometimes you're just lucky. Sometimes you're just lucky. And you know what? I'm playing poorly in solo standard right now. Playing very bad. At the same time, though, my teammates are pretty good at ball control here. So it's been pretty easy just to kind of defer to them. You know, it's like they're going for like these setup plays. Frankly, I'm not good enough to do those kinds of things. I appreciate the nod if that's what they're trying to do. And I've missed even that, so basically this just ends my life. Rotations are killing us, and not even just rotations, it's just like, maybe it's over aggression. Because right there we had a defender, but he wanted to get the play down the field to try and give us a chance to score, which is very respectable. Like, that'll go down as a save, but at the same time, like, I just feel like that was... Oh. Oh, man! I really thought I ensured a goal by body blocking right there. I really thought that I did. Nice shot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like we're still in this because I've recognized how strong my team members are. Like, they're very strong. I think them being down far. Well, never mind. I was gonna say it's a pretty important factor for a clear here, but Minute and a half, this thing is still not over, but it's getting there. This is one of the rare cases where I think our team just is good enough to win, but is also having kind of these little minor, like what I've done there, like a minor breakdown. We're spending a lot of time as the aggressor, which I think is fair. Particularly down by 2 goals. It's definitely fair now. We're doing an excellent job of not letting any of our tough angle shots or passes really get to a spot where they're dangerous. Wow! I mean, that's fair. Like, these guys played a good game, like a great game. They fully deserve that one, for sure. They got the wings. That guy's got a lot of cool stuff, actually. How many have we played now? 5 of 10. I think we got one more in us. You know what? I want to end it on a win. I want to send the stream off with a W. But you know what, though? I did not earn my car. So we're going to re-roll. That car is not super interesting, so we're just going to re-roll again. I think a lot of that. You know what? Have I earned this car? That's the thing with this philosophy, right? You feel like you don't earn the car you have, so you random, you get arguably a cooler car, and you say, well, if you didn't deserve the last one, then why do you deserve this one? It's not about that. It's about the thrill of the random. You know, sometimes it's better to just let the dice roll, and then you roll with them. Do some all-star goalie training. That's all-star goalie training right there. That weak sauce out of here. Ooh, this one's gonna be interesting. Never mind, not that interesting. It's like the one area that's like I'll say this one, yeah! Okay, I did. I think the all-star goalie is by far the easiest of the all-star areas. For sure. By far the easiest, like there's no doubt in my mind. So we're gonna try and get a save on that one. Okay, here we go. We found our match. Let's get this thing over with. Maybe not, though? Nope. Nine out of 10. Like I said, the easiest training. And that's just a softball they ended on right there. 100%. No challenge. One final game. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, I'll tell you what. We'll come back to it later. We'll finish them matches hopefully soon today.